Becky, you started 2024 the way you ended 2023. 7-0 win, clean sheet, still top of the league and flying.
Yeah, fantastic. A really efficient performance from the team. Really pleased to keep the clean sheet. It was something we were really disappointed against Fylde. But yeah, fantastic score, 7 goals. That's 17 goals in the last 2 games here at Kingston Park, which just shows another dominant display. So absolutely delighted with the 3 points, and yeah, on to Man United now.
Katie, the team just seems to have ended 2023 fantastic, and they've started 2024 just as well.
Yeah, I think, I just echo what you've just said. I think that's the way we want to play football, though, and the things we want to do. You know, it was a Christmas break, but I think for us in the direction we're heading, it isn't really a break, and we've all come back firing in the same direction, so it was definitely a very good result today.
Obviously, so many different variety of goals. What pleased you most about any particular goal today? Was it Katie's maybe in the one that went in the top corner?
Definitely, yeah. I like that one from Katie. I think it was that one where she's on the left-hand side, a right-footed player. She's cut in really quickly, got across a player, and then finished it into the top right-hand corner. So, yeah, it was probably the best goal of the day. Delighted for Tyler to score first goal for the club. So, yeah, it's an all-round brilliant day.
What do you learn from your team when you see, obviously, dominant performances and obviously the goals are flying in? Is there something else that you want from your team when you're watching performances like that?
Yeah, I think one of the things, we just want them to stay switched on to make sure we get that clean sheet. That's another clean sheet. We've seen quite a few this season, so credit to Grace and the back 4 or back 3. But yeah, I think we just want players to be showcasing themselves in the best light, to be implementing everything we're working on during the week. There's some really nice in possession rotations today, and then they were finished off with goals. So yeah, really pleased.
You certainly come back firing in the right direction. We're giving you the hat trick because there's no such thing as a dubious goal panel in the press box. So 3 goals. The second one in particular, that must be one you'd be waiting for the highlights to come out.
Yeah, I love goals like that. You know, as a winger, I cut in right foot, perfect, and I think it looks better when it goes in the top corner. But yeah, I'll take it.
You mentioned the fact that you're a winger now, and you have that slight change from being a striker. When was that first kind of expressed to you to kind of go, do you want to try something out, try on the left-hand side? Because you seem to have just flourished with that into that new position.
When I was younger, I've played it a bit, but obviously since I've been at Newcastle, I've primarily played as a 9. But yeah, it's just been the past few weeks really. Obviously Bridget, you don't want to change a player that is banging in the goals, or it's understandable. But yeah, I think I've took it in my stride. Like I say, I have played there before, so I have a bit of knowledge. But I think I've really made it my own, especially the past few games. So I'm just happy to help the team in any position, to be quite fair.
Word on Daisy Burt. It was nice to see her back in the starting 11 on the right of a 3. What did you make of her performance today?
Yeah, I thought Daisy played really well. Fantastic to see Daisy start for the first time in the league this season and get 90 minutes in her belt. Yeah, she's a great girl, great player. She was outstanding and really consistent last season for us, and a huge reason as to why we went up. So she's a young player. You know, she's up against some very experienced players. She's, you know, competing for a position against the likes of Liv Watt, Amber, Potsy and others. So yeah, she's had to work really hard. She's learning every day. She's loving it, and it's just getting more competitive. So she's done really well today and showcased herself in a really good light.
Alicia came off at half-time. Any worries on that, or was it just more precaution?
Yeah, Alicia's had a sore knee for the last few weeks, so it was just something to just keep an eye on. But no, she should be fine, and yeah, she's in a good position for next week.
Yeah, definitely. You can tell the team spirit is so high at this moment in time. When you're winning so many games and you've been, like I say, only 1 draw in the league this season, do you look at it and go, just think every single game we can win and we know we're going to win, and it's just maintaining the standards now?
Yeah, that's absolutely it. I think we always have the same mentality for whoever we're playing in every game. We're going to a game to win the game. But if you want to win a league, that's a mentality you have to have, and it's just about keeping the standards high, training, games all the time, so that we can reach a target we want.
Yeah, certainly. What are your personal targets for 2024?
Well, personally, I know it's not personally, but I want to win the league. I want to get promoted, be in the championship with the club, and I guess keep scoring goals, keep banging them in.
Talk about next week, Manchester United in the FA Cup. Probably got a lot of selection headaches, but how much are you relishing this opportunity to go up against a WSL manager, your team going against a WSL team? These are the sort of occasions you must look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. We've tried to really focus on the game today because we didn't want to get carried away or have an eye too close on the Man United game. Make sure we got 3 points today and did our job. But yeah, we're really excited to obviously play against Man United. I'm excited to test that myself against, as you said, WSL manager. But for the players, it's really exciting to be coming up against quality players that are playing at the highest level. So So we're really excited. We hope they play some of their stronger players so we can really test ourselves. But I think it's win-win for us. If we'll set up and we'll play to win the game. Of course, we want to get through to the next round of the FA Cup. But if it doesn't go our way, it's understanding where we're at, seeing and pitching ourselves as a Tier 3 team against a WSL team, so we can kind of see where the gaps are if it doesn't go our way. But we're playing to win. We want to win every game we play. We spent the whole of last year winning games, so we want to continue that momentum.
Have to have a little word on next week, Manchester United in the FA Cup. When the draw came out, you could tell the whole club was excited over that draw. How much are you relishing that opportunity to take on a WSL side?
I can't wait, to be honest, and I hope I'm in that 11 to be able to prove myself. Playing against international players is an amazing thing to do, and it'll be really good to see where we are as a team. We'll compete, we'll take our game to them, and we'll see what happens.
The unbeaten run's absolutely frightening. But just to finish off, it was a small matter of a FA Cup game yesterday.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I'm sure you'd want a 3-0 win in the FA Cup next week. But just a quick word on the men's team. What a fantastic result and a fantastic weekend all around. 10 goals with the men and the women's team as well. And just a fantastic weekend to be a Geordie.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic to see the men beat Sunderland yesterday. I think credit to Eddie and his team. They all work so hard, and it's fantastic they've got the reward of that Derby Day win. Speaking to Amanda before the game, she was absolutely delighted as well. So it's a double weekend for the Toon. I'm really happy for both teams, and credit to Eddie and his team. It was a really good, dominant performance, I thought.
We wish you all the very best of luck, and just very, very finally, just a small matter of a time we had Derby yesterday, 3-0 to Newcastle, of course. Did you watch it? I think it probably sounds like a stupid question, and I'm sure you did watch it, but what did you make of it? A fantastic performance by the men's team, wasn't it?
Absolutely class, and I think for us Geordies who are part of the women's team, just give her that bit more today to go out and play. It just reminds you what it is to play for Newcastle United, and I think a lot of the men's players showed that yesterday, and the result echoed it. So yeah, really good.
And finally, I was just going to mention that Amanda was there. We've seen a few shots of her on the pitch before the game. It was just above us today. Did she speak to the team beforehand, and what did she say?
She just came and chatted to a few of us. She didn't come in the changing rooms this time, but she's really positive. She's absolutely delighted with where the girls are at the moment. Obviously top of the league, she can't complain. We're just absolutely buzzing and delighted, and just really grateful to be a part of the club. It wasn't long ago, I think it was only probably 15 months ago, we weren't in this position now. So we're very lucky to be full time and enjoying every minute of it.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations again.
Cheers, thank you.